This is me after the marathon.
I passed out and went unconscious for heat stroke. Last thing I remember before falling is just stumbling. I don't know if someone caught me going down, or I don't know if I fell, but I don't have any cuts or any bruises on me, so I think there was a very kind runner out there who was helping.
This was my second time doing the Honolulu Marathon. Full marathon, 26.2 miles. It was December, and December in Hawaii is pretty humid. I did the usual preparations that I'm supposed to do for a marathon, like carbo load, drink tons of water, rest my legs. At the start of the race, everything went really well. So the first 20 miles went great as planned. I went to every water station, and at each water station I would also take a salt tablet, which is kind of like a little candy piece that has a lot of electrolytes in it. Mile 22 was when I was starting to feel a little dizzy and a little lightheaded. I was just very focused on getting to the end and not really listening to my body. The last thing that I remember is stumbling to the side. I was able to catch myself, I didn't fall.
Mile 24 on the Diamond Head Hill going back towards Waikiki, I passed out and went unconscious for heat stroke. I was in such a big panic, especially not knowing where I was. I was having some visual hallucinations, seeing things that weren't there. My arms and my legs felt so frozen, like I couldn't move them. I was so stiff.
It was a scary moment because woke up, didn't know anybody around me. I didn't know where my phone was, so I could call people. I think one of the medics did have my phone. I kept on screaming screaming, I'm scared, and screaming that I'm really trying. At the time, in the medic tent, when they took my temperature, it was 106, which is higher than anyone should. That's when you should go to the hospital.
So I have been here a couple days to initially treat the heat stroke, and then now treating the rhabdomyolysis. Rhabdomyolysis is when the muscles break down so much from intense exercise, especially in the heat, and that could be pretty dangerous to your kidneys.
After discharge, I wasn't allowed to walk long distances, so at the airport I had to be wheelchaired around. And then when I had my next checkup with my physician here in Seattle, which was only about 3 days after I came back, I'm not allowed to exercise for a whole month. So as long as I was resting for 3 to 4 weeks before getting back into running, I was good to go. I've had no medical issues before. I've never been a patient in the hospital before. I've always been on the other side as the nurse. So when I was in the hospital, I was really just trying to be a good patient. A lesson that I learned is to just listen to your body a little bit more. There were medical tents throughout the race. They're there for a reason. I don't have any plans to run another race, but I do just want to start running again. Nothing too hard, maybe not a marathon, but I don't think this will be the end of my marathon journey or my end of my running journey.